May I please invite on stage a gentleman who knows exactly what he does and does it with nothing less than excellence. Mr. Nimish Ajmera, convener, CREDAI-MCHI Procurement Wing, to give the opening speech. And of course, the man who gives us so much minute to minute with his honesty and integrity, Mr. T.D. Joseph, business head, CREDAI-MCHI. Thank you, gentlemen. The awesome twosome ke liye taaliyan, please. I'm going to leave you with your people, and we're waiting to hear.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. It's truly a pleasure, a privilege to be here with all of you today and to stand on this incredible new platform we've created together. On behalf of CREDAI-MCHI Procurement Wing, I'm proud to announce our 21st industry platform, Jamboree, which, as the name suggests, is a celebration, a grand coming together, and in perfect harmony with its name, our tagline sets the tone, the festivity begins. So yeah, definitely it calls for an applaud. The team has done a wonderful job, and I think Jamboree is the next IP for CREDAI-MCHI. As we all know, this season marks the start of festivities across Mumbai, beginning with Raksha Bandhan tomorrow, followed with Independence Day, Ganesh Chaturthi, Diwali, Navratri, Christmas, and so on. And so today marks the beginning of a celebration in our own industry, a celebration of collaboration, excellence, and vision. Through this platform, we bring together three major events under one umbrella: a construction meet between buyers and seller, a finance meet to bridge the finance ecosystem, and felicitation ceremony honoring our construction visionaries. Along with this launch of our new marketing club, we've created the entire construction value chain in one big event, a step forward for the CREDAI-MCHI Procurement Wing, which has been growing steadily since its inception in 2018. Today, we are honored to have with us Mr. Sam Balsara, a legend in the world of marketing, to inaugurate the event and to deliver the keynote address. We also look forward for an insightful panel discussion and memorable felicitation ceremony. So let's take back not just an inspiration and ideas, but real connections and fresh energy. As we stand here today, it's not just about cement and steel, it's about spirit and people who dream, collaborate, and create something bigger than themselves. Here is to the new beginning, lasting partnership and joy of building together. The festivity truly begins right now, right here. Good evening, enjoy yourself.
I want to say something. Nimish Bhai, where is Nimish Bhai? Nimish Bhai is man of few words, but with lot of actions. For all the construction team here, please note it down that he is responsible for buying 2,000 crore worth for his project in this year. Thank you, Nimish Bhai. And good evening, everyone. Good evening, my industry friends, my gurus, my president, Dominic Romel, my secretary, Dhawal Bhai Ajmera, the Bhishma Pitama of the real estate industry, that is Mafatraj ji. Good evening, everyone. I want to share an anecdote with you. Wherever we go, the people, they ask, you organize more events than any event management company. I say, yes. We organize events every 15 days. We organize event every 1 month. We organize larger events every 2 months. We organize international events every quarter. But we are not the event managers, nor I am the event head. I repeat again, we are not the event managers. We are your strategy partners. We are your business partners. A Gyani professor from one of the premium institutes said, he quoted, the main business comes, 90% of the business comes from building relationship. And that we do at CREDAI-MCHI. We build relationship, we help you grow business, we also help you reach targets. So that is CREDAI-MCHI. Today, on 8th August, we are launching a marketing club by none other, the person who owns the largest agency, advertising agency in the country, the man behind the tagline of the product Tata Salt, Desh Ka Namak, and the international product Thanda Matlab, and that is Mr. Sam Balsara. I request you, sir, to please come on stage, and he deserves a standing ovation.
So, good evening, friends. Thank you very much for this huge gathering here. I was not expecting to see so many of you. So, I've been asked to speak a few words on advertising for real estate. So, I thought, let me start with a story. It was the decade of the 90s that marked the entry of Godrej into real estate. It was a time when not many established names from the business world got into real estate. To announce the launch of 3 towers and initially the launch of the first tower in Thane, surprisingly not on Godrej-owned land, we held a press conference at the Taj Mahal Hotel in Bombay. In the evening, I remember Mr. Adi Godrej recalling that evening that one day Godrej Properties will be Godrej's single largest business. That dream is already true. Why has Godrej risen so rapidly in the last few years in the property business? I'll tell you in a minute. To launch the towers, I decided to book 4 half pages in the Times of India, Bombay. The first insertion appeared in sparkling gold, an innovation brought out by the Times of India in printing inks on printing inks. I looked forward to the ad with great expectation and was delighted that it came out really well. The insertion appeared on Saturday, and surprise of surprise, the entire Tower 1 flats, which were put up for sale, were sold out by evening. Those were the days when media was strong and Times of India sat on top of the heap. Amid all the excitement, I forgot that we had to cancel the balance 3 insertions in Times of India. On Monday, I called my friend Pradeep Guha and requested him with some trepidation to cancel the balance 3 insertions. He said, "Send me a formal letter." When I sent a formal letter, he, through one of his deputies, sent me a cancellation bill for the 3 insertions, charging me 25% of the cost of insertions. I called him at the office and told him, please don't penalize me because of the power and strength of your publication. He said, तुम एक काम करो, हमको एक चिट्ठी लिखो saying what you just said. I did not know how he was going to use that letter. There was poignant silence till the following Saturday when I saw in the Times of India my letter to Pradeep across the same cancelled half page, highlighting the power of Times of India, ratified by me in attracting the right kind of audience for real estate in Bombay. It was the combination of trust and faith in Godrej name and the power of Times of India that worked together. The reason I recall this incident so many decades later is not to highlight to you all the power of Times of India, but to underline the need to advertise your real estate properties, however big or small you are. You may be Lodha or Godrej Properties or L&T or Oberoi Realty. The need to be in public eye is always supreme and cannot be overstated if you aim to be in business. On another occasion, I was to deliver a talk on advertising at a CII conference, and the chairman at the end of my talk, whilst thanking me, said that we are a little traditional. We don't use advertising because we feel that our product is very good and it sells on its own. This, I dare say, is fallacious thinking. Who is the largest seller of toilet soap? It is Hindustan Lever, and the brand is Lux. Do you know what their advertising budget is? And the largest seller does not offer you the best quality. It offers you an acceptable quality at a more than acceptable price. That is how they build scale. It's another point that Zepto, Swiggy, Instamart, and Blinkit, all three recently emerged quick commerce company sales, are expected to cross lever sales by end of this year. Many of you, or perhaps all of you, are in the property business and may have different views on advertising of real estate. But to my mind, the reason for Godrej's success is simple. Godrej is a familiar name, and over the years, the name has come to signify trust through their numerous positive confirmatory actions over a century. It's a familiar brand name, it's a trusted brand name, and nothing is more important in the world of branding than trust or familiarity. Coca-Cola spends 4 to 5 billion US dollars globally on advertising to get an annual sale of $47.1 billion. You may ask, is it necessary for Coke to waste that kind of money when the product is so ubiquitous? Yes, because Coke knows that out of sight could be out of mind. Many of the real estate developers in this room tonight are a little afraid to come to large advertising agencies to design their ads and systematically plan media. I don't know why. Once Deepak Parekh, the founder of your organization, was sitting next to me on a flight. When I asked him a lot of questions on investments, he told me, "You stick to advertising and I will stick to investments," he told me. So I would say to you, let the experts do their job in advertising. Don't grudge them their fee. You're all experts in design, development, building, construction, procurement, and whatnot. You stick to that and leave advertising to us. Many of you may feel that advertising is for FMCG products. Why is that? Won't real estate be where you put in your lifetime investments or most of your lifetimes? Wouldn't a consumer like to make that investment in a familiar or trusted name? And nothing can build familiarity and trust with audiences like advertising can. And that too, the threshold for entry need not be as high as earlier with the arrival of digital as a medium, both for branding and performance. And that too, at a very low cost per contact. The advertising industry globally is over $1 trillion, and 75% of that is digital. The whole world can't be wrong and advertise only for vanity. What are the characteristics of a real estate brand? The first and most important is that it's an investment made once in a decade or more, so it is very long term. Because of that, it's not easy to change your decision once made. In terms of the ad itself, you need to follow a consistent advertising strategy. Have a constant look, tone, feel, color, and so on, so that your consumer instantly recognizes it's you who he is looking at. Have a constant, fixed, identical layout or structure, ad after ad. In the first 1 or 2 decades of Lodha advertising, they only took full page ads of a constant look and format. Have a catchy tune on radio. Most of you, even today, will remember the Nirma jingle. Have a unique presentation style that is immediately identifiable and recognizable. Have a media plan that is striking and catches the attention of your target audience. Segment your audiences so that you're speaking and targeting them selectively. Don't speak to everyone. Today, success in life has become almost fully dependent on how you market yourself, your brand, your company, your product, or service. When you're at a job interview or trying to win a big multi-million-dollar contract or even trying to impress someone of the opposite sex, you have to market yourself and your company. If you look at the world around you, almost everything and anything that you consume, occupy, visit, touch, or hold in high esteem, you can bet branding is at play either visibly or behind the scenes. Successful positive branding is a prerequisite for a successful business and an insurance for its continued success. Lack of branding can break a business. Interbrand ranks Apple as the most valued brand in 2024. And guess what it is valued at? A massive 488.9 billion US dollars. That's, hold your breath, Indian rupees 42,078 lakhs 412 crores. It's easy to understand why Apple is the most valued brand in the world today. I use an Apple phone. It costs 4 times more than an equivalent Chinese brand with almost similar features. I don't really know why I use it. And when some time ago I lost my iPhone, I bought another iPhone at what looked like a mini investment to me. Some years ago, I invited Gulu Mirchandani to a CII conference on marketing. His advice to marketers that day was, all of you marketers go for market share, but I look for profit share. And he took the example of Apple, recalling that Apple's market share at that time is only under 20%, but it collects 66% of the total profits made by the cell phone industry. Despite the invasion by technology brands like Apple, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, Coke, for all its lost glory, occupies today the 7th spot. Isn't it amazing that a bottle of water with sugar, essence, and aeration, with proper branding and marketing over a sustained period, can create a global company that Interbrand today values at 535,567 crores. Although the global sales of its parent company, that is many more brands, not just Coca-Cola, are only 4,11,835 crore, and profits are just 251,480 crores. Almost all corporations today universally accept that a brand is probably the most valuable asset any company can possess. This asset is more valuable than land, building, factories, and the finest and most sophisticated of computers, networks, and product formulas or recipes. It's a permanent asset that nobody can rob from you. And what is more, in today's world, you can sell it for astronomical prices. Procter & Gamble, 20 years ago, bought Gillette for 57 billion, 10% more than its market value and 18 times its book value. A few years after that, Kraft bought over Cadbury for a whopping 19.5 billion, though many financial experts thought it to be a bad deal for Kraft. More recently, just last month, Ferrero announced the acquisition of Kellogg's for 3.1 billion. By popular convention, Brand building and advertising are associated by with FMCG companies. But today, all companies understand the potential of brand building and what it can do to their business. Whether you sell a soap or a computer or an aircraft or a software program or a chartered accountancy service or a hotel, it's the brand that helps you complete the sale or enables you to charge a substantial premium. What do you think is the actual cost of manufacturing a pair of Nike shoes or a bottle of Avian? And this does not mean that the customer is being cheated or the brand is not offering value for money. This is because the value delivered to the customer is a lot more than just the value delivered by the physical attributes of the product. A customer values other attributes of status, prestige, safety, reliability, attractiveness, belonging, and whatnot, which a brand offers that a product cannot. Western countries realized early on the importance of brand building and the money-making power it can give their companies and are reaping rich benefits even today. Indian businessmen who even 40 years ago did not believe in the power of advertising brand building and preferred to invest money in land, machinery, equipment, have today realized the importance of brand building and are investing crores of rupees to build, protect, and nurture their brands. I would credit two local brands, Nirma and Parag, for showing larger, bigger brands in India the way in India. Do you know a very old brand in Birla last year bid 500 crores to acquire the branding rights from Tata. But Tata matched the bid at 500 crores to retain rights to that branding. Look at the Calcutta hosiery industry, brands like Macho and Rupa who are investing crores of rupees in advertising and marketing and reaping the benefit. A few years ago, a venture fund bought Dixie Scott for an astronomical sum. Today, India and Indians have woken up though. A review of the Indian advertising market shows that there are as many as 33 Indian-owned companies in the top 50 advertisers list, and they account for almost 50% of total India ad spend. But one word of caution, before you go out to build a brand, you have to ensure that you have a good product, because advertising kills a bad product even faster. Your product or service has to stand for something and must be of use and value to your consumer. Today, with social media, Facebook and X, you really have no control over what consumers say and do with your brand. You may call me biased, but these are my views on advertising. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me.
Thank you so much, sir. Give it up for Sam, sir. Sir, I request you to remain on stage, sir. I'm here on your right-hand side. Sir, I'd request you to remain on stage. Go to the center of the stage, sir. We want to felicitate you. Give it up for the iconic Sam, sir. Louder, please. This is what legends are made of. I'd like to request Mr. Dhaval Ajmera and Mofat Raj Munot, sir, to come on stage to felicitate Mr. Sam Balsara. Come on, everybody. Every minute counts. Every second counts. Your applause means the world to us. Thank you so much, Sam, sir. You're truly a legacy maker. You're truly someone who set the path for others to follow. Like they use the word trending now. Sir's been trending for years. And let me tell you, we have learned so much from him all our lives. Mr. Sam Balsara, the real hero, the real icon. Thank you, Sam, sir. We love you loads, sir. I request you to please take your seat. Thank you so much, sir.